Hi, my name is Chelsea Lauren, and I am a Shutterstock staff photographer based out of Los Angeles. Today, I'm going to be answering 5 questions based on my most recent work involving the Black Lives Matter movement. I have been a professional photographer for 15 years, 5 of which have been at Shutterstock. I have covered everything from the Oscars to the Emmys to the Grammys, Latin Grammys, Billboard Awards, BET Awards, ESPYs, Coachella, you name it, and I've covered it. Now, my day consists of waking up, checking Facebook, checking Instagram, checking Build Power, Black Lives Matter, checking the news, and then seeing what is happening that day, whether it be a protest, a rally, a sit-in, a march, any sort of, action involving the movement. And then I decide which one of those I would like to go out and shoot, and that I think I can make great content and tell the story and further the movement with. For me, it is very difficult to choose a favorite image that I have captured in the past couple of weeks. I have quite a few that I like for varying reasons, whether it be kind of merging my previous world of celebrity with the current world of the BLM movement and getting celebrities protesting and using their voice and their platforms for good, or whether it be protests or sit-ins or marches. You have hopeful photos, you have sad photos, you have angry photos, you have the whole spectrum of human emotion, and each one of them grabs you for a different reason. Before the murder of George Floyd, I was very diligent and very cautious about COVID. I hadn't left my place. I've been ordering everything in. I had been completely isolated from everybody. So for this to then happen and this movement to gain so much traction and to then go out into public and be in throngs of people was quite jarring. But to me, it was worth it going out there and doing this. I still took precautions. I wore my mask. I had gloves in my bag. I had alcohol wipes in my bag. I had sanitizer. I had everything I could. And, people are wonderful out there. Every corner you turn, people are handing you bottles of water and snacks and food. And it's a beautiful thing, the sense of community. The protests themselves go in dangers, there's only so much you can do. I was right next to quite a few rubber bullets and bean bags and batons and all kinds of chaos. And I thought for sure more than once I was going to get hit. And that's just kind of a risky take. I still felt it was important to stay and capture what I could capture. As a photojournalist, it's really important for me to cover the full spread of everything that is happening, whether it be the looting and the rioting, to the peaceful protests and marches and rallies and sit-ins. And the latter has been the majority of what has gone on. And it is important to convey that. To me, the movement, the heart of the movement, the emotions of the movement, the camaraderie and the hope, but also the sadness and the pain and the fear and the anger that people are feeling. And people need to see all of it. To me, this is, a tipping point in history, hopefully. It is a moment in history that matters. It needs as much amplification and as much of a voice as it can get. If you're a photographer that wants to go out and document this movement, I think that you should definitely do it. It is important. There need to be as many voices amplifying as possible, but you do need to keep in mind several things. You need to be respectful of what and who you are photographing. You need to be sensitive to what's going on and the action around you. You don't want to interrupt somebody that is speaking or somebody interacting. You need to be careful not to interrupt police activity. You try to be as much of a fly on the wall as possible if you're a photojournalist and you're coming from that angle. This isn't, in my opinion, the time for selfies and Instagram and all the social media unless you are doing it for the purpose of amplifying the movement. If somebody very obviously does not want to be photographed or recorded, then, be respectful of that. Even though, legally you can shoot whatever you want out on the street, try to be respectful because this is a very emotional and a very important time and people's lives are at stake.